I think we can start with this.
I think we can start this one.
Oh, I love this intro.
It's good, isn't it?
It's the jam. I think we need to find out from the guys out there if they like it or not. But it's cool.
Who cares? We like it.
Yeah.
There you go. Testing 1.
Testing 2.
Testing 3.
Welcome to the Testing Podcast.
Isn't it good? Just 3 of us. It's quite. As we were saying just before we fired up, it's quite rare that just 3 of us sit down at the table together.
I know. It was ESHRE, wasn't it? Amsterdam, not that long ago. But yeah, that was the last time we were all together, I think.
Yeah, and especially on the podcast, just the 3 of us is a real rarity. It's a little treat for us, hey, to have a little natter.
Little natter.
Yeah.
What should we talk about today, boys?
The Care Awards.
I think there's something in front of the camera if people are listening and watching in.
Yes.
There's a nice little trophy that
we'll hold it
has
up
come
to
back
say
from
if the camera can see.
Amsterdam.
We're holding up what feels like quite a delicate trophy. But
It's
actually,
quite weighty, isn't it? I was quite surprised when
really weighty.
It's proper cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But,
Proud of that.
But maybe we need to describe what that is to our viewers out there that are probably listening in rather than
listeners.
watching the video.
Yeah, so ESHRE this year, so the big conference that we attend every year, the European Fertility Society run their Care Awards within the fertility sector. And they have a best podcast category. And I was like, well, we have to put ourselves in for that.
Let's give it a go.
So we did, and we got an award.
Hey!
If there was any time for that button.
Yeah, it is
He's
now.
been waiting for that moment, haven't you?
Yeah. But no, I think it's an amazing achievement, and we recorded a little video, didn't we, as part of the entry, and we said in that video, which we haven't put out on our socials, but we sent it in, obviously, as part of our entry, was this award isn't for us. This award's for all the guys out there, all the couples, but most importantly the guys that are going through fertility treatment. And what this means to me, and I think for you guys as well, is that male fertility's got a voice in the European Fertility Society Awards. It's got a voice in the fertility community now. Like, this is really important.
Yeah, it's not just for the UK, it's European recognition, isn't it, for all the work that we've been doing over the last, 2 years or so.
Yeah.
But in particular, the sort of the value that we're adding in this podcast studio. It's great.
Yeah, it's proper cool, isn't it? Because that's what this has all been about, really, isn't it? Is this podcast is all about kind of raising the bar in education and awareness of fertility, and everything that we literally do for Testim and the racing campaign, etc., is all about that, isn't it? So to get some recognition, not for us. This trophy isn't really for us. It is for the guys we're supporting. It's super special. But that award is primarily among the professional sector, which for me actually has a bit more of an importance than I ever realised, because yes, we want to raise awareness for guys going out there, for guys to feel a bit more comfortable talking about the topic of fertility, but actually we're changing the landscape and the environment within the professional sector, which ultimately helps guys get diagnosed. So to keep punching this voice in that world, like, it blows my mind. When we go to ESHRE, I'm literally like a fish out of water, and it blows my mind just how many people are there.
Or a driver out of a car.
Or a driver out of a car. Like that.
Driver out of a car.
That's a pun noise.
Oh, I don't know which button that is.
Click one. There you go.
Oh, yeah, that's got the right one.
Got it.
But no, it's proper special, isn't it, to know that you're having that impact, that actually people are kind of recognising male fertility as a thing. Yeah. And certainly in the last 24 months, so this was my second ESHRE. The first one was Copenhagen with Testim, and the first one I did with you guys. But there was quite a difference in the conversation around male fertility. I remember from the first one I had, there was almost like a reluctance around what male fertility and how important it is, etc. But this ESHRE felt like the conversation was a lot more positive. There was a lot more discussions and what are they called?
Like
the impositions and stuff.
Seminars.
Seminars. There was a lot more focus around male fertility, and to then have the representation from the podcast awards that we're kind of part of that voice. I think that's really special. We're really proud of that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No, it's really great. So we're really, really thankful, but it is all for all those patients out there, for all those men out there that are needing a little bit of care, and it is fertility care. So I'm really, really chuffed. Really chuffed.
It's a great achievement, and I think it's a huge thanks to all our listeners and supporters that are out there that are championing us. That's always, I find that's hard to say.
You said that really weird.
Championing. Supporting us. Spreading the word, sharing the podcast, sharing the teasers. Like, please carry on doing that, because it allows us to make a difference. And we've had so many messages We had a guy on the support group as well, because we haven't really talked about that much in the podcast
true.
yet. But we had a guy on the podcast this week, didn't we? On the support group. My words are not working.
Mate, you're not on the board today.
On the support group this week that we run, saying that he found the podcast and he's binged them all and it's helped him massively.
Yeah, pleased to hear that.
And that's it. We just want to help guys. So please, keep sharing it. Send your comments in. Send your feedback in. Anything you want us to discuss.
Yeah.
Just let us know. If you've got guests in mind that you want us to interview. So we've had some great guests in here over the last sort of year and a half.
And don't forget, if you want to be interviewed about your story alone, we'd love to have you on.
Absolutely, yeah.
Drop us a message or a DM, because I think hearing true stories are really impactful, aren't they? We've had some in the past, and they've been really, really kind of heartfelt, and really empowering actually at the same time. But it's amazing how many stories we hear from men, the similarities are there among each story, and it just keeps drumming that kind of message home. So if you want to jump on the podcast with us three and have a cuppa with us and have a natter, then by all means drop us a message.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, brilliant. We're now an award-winning podcast.
Hey,
how cool is that?
Brilliant.
So thank you, everyone.
Yep.
We will keep doing our work and keep spreading the word, and we hope you can too.
Yeah, mega.
Brilliant.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Test them out.
Doesn't really work as a fade out, does it?
So-
It is more of a fade in.
It's a fade in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.